Bernie, you're a major league scout by trade. You have a column that you wrote with draft advice from a scout's eye. So how do we tap into how do you look on draft day? How do you use your knowledge as a scout to draft fantasy players?
First of all, I look at the history. I am much bigger on a history of a ball player than I am on their statistics, from last year. I want to see how many times he has done it and who he's done it against. Has he done it strictly in the minor leagues, or has that transferred to the major leagues? So that's the first thing I'm looking at. I look at the position scarcity. That's real important to me. If I'm going to look at a third baseman, I want one of the best, 3 or 4. There aren't a lot of them. There's a ton of first basemen. There's a ton of outfielders. And this year there's a ton of pitching. But when it comes to shortstop and third base, they're a little thin, and second base is strong as well. I also look at injuries, and one of my favorite guys is Salvador Perez for Kansas City.
Yeah, just got hurt, huh?
He's not going to, he's going to have surgery.
Cheap.
Now, I'm looking at his performance over his minor league level, his current level. This poor kid, he's a terrific hitter and a very good defensive catcher. He was targeted by me. I'm not going to take him now because of that knee. It's going to take some time to come back. So now I'm looking at who's the other guy that's like Perez, who is my second catcher. Well, I guess that would be Devin Mesoraco. So I'm always thinking ahead, going into my draft. I'm having a plan. I have an order, and that order is fluid. I don't stick to it if I have solved my needs as I look into the draft. If it's an auction, I'm taking big hitters off the board. I'm blowing at least out of $260, $160 on stars, and $100 at the end of the draft.